Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of TeaLimePie. This is episode 13. Yay!
Lucky 13? Unlucky
Oh, super
13?
lucky. No, super lucky. For us, lucky.
Yeah. I like 13.
Me too. This is the podcast where we read your ghost stories off of Reddit or whatever has been sent in and discuss. I am not a believer because it's all nonsense. But my good friend Coffee Ghostea here is a believer.
Yeah.
And she believes in nonsense.
I just like being scared. I don't know.
That's fair. I thought about like reading like scary stories. Like finding just like fictional scary stories.
I was just thinking about that too. Maybe for Halloween or something we'll do like a special stories like that.
So you can get like the most scared.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, we could have like heart rate okay, we'll have to talk about this later.
Now the ideas are flowing.
We have 3 stories for you today.
Yeah.
The first one is called Ghost Encounter. This is off of the subreddit Ghost Stories on Reddit.
Yeah. That's where subreddits are.
I don't know. I'm too old for the lingo, homie.
Yeah. I mean, same.
All right. This happened around 20 years ago. I was around 11 or 12, and I woke up from my sleep in the middle of the night. There was a figure standing in my door, darker than the night. If that makes any sense. It was very large. I hid under the blanket and peeked through. That's adorable.
Yeah.
Started walking towards me.
Uh-oh.
Eesh. I sat on my bed and stared and started choking. Oh,
it sat on my bed.
It started choking me, and I tried to scream to wake someone up, but I couldn't.
Ugh.
I was both frozen in fear and had something heavy on my chest. I managed to squeal enough to wake up my older brother, who was in the room next door. As soon as he turned the light on, in his room, something started screaming through the house and made a huge bang. Ooh. Sounds down the stairs, ending with a bang on the bin.
It's
my
just
brother ran
cleaning up the house.
Yeah. After some light choking.
This is a child.
Like that. That's all right.
Anyway.
My brother ran into my room and my parents also woke up. They came in and I spent the rest of the night in my brother's room. The next day, my dad told us while that was happening to me, he was having a dream. Something walked through the house past his room and he was in bed and saw it. So he followed it and it went into my room. It sat on my bed and my dad was holding a camera walking behind it. This was my dad's dream. He then yelled at the thing to leave me alone. When I looked at him, the camera broke into small pieces, and that's when he woke up. By far the craziest experience of my life, and nothing like that has ever happened to me since.
God. I hate the idea of, trying to scream for help, and you just can't.
Yes.
That's so scary.
Or like when you're dreaming, and like you're trying to run.
Yeah.
But you can't.
Ugh. Oh my god.
That's crazy.
That's so scary.
It's interesting that his dad had a dream of this
right.
Was apparently happening.
Wild. Yeah, having like a...
Also weird that something never ever happened again.
Yeah, that was it. Like...
Yeah.
You'd think if it was night terrors, it would happen more frequently, because usually, like, if you have them, you have them, but... That's so scary.
It's a hard pass for me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was like some form of sleep paralysis.
Maybe. Just the fact that the dad had the dream, though, of the same thing. Like, I can't figure that one out. That's so crazy.
Yeah. I have my opinions.
Yeah.
Well, let's go with your thing.
Damn. That's the point. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking either the dad was bullshitting or that part of the story is bullshit. Or the whole thing is. But I mean, great story.
Great story. Oh my gosh. It's very sweet, though, that they went to their older brother's room and just kind of hung out the rest of the night. That's very cute.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I like, if it was me, if this actually happened to me, I would have been like, you don't have a choice. I am sleeping in your room.
Yep. Even if you have a twin-size bed, we're both cramming in here. Get over it.
We're like, oh, that's so nice of them. But really, it was just like, you don't have a choice.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh my gosh. The thing like screaming through the house though, it's like it got caught. It's like, oh shit. Someone's awake.
You know what I was picturing?
Huh.
In Lord of the Rings, where Aragorn has the torch and stabs the ring wraith in the face and it runs away screaming.
Oh my god,
what I'm picturing.
And it just throws itself away in the trash bin. Oh my god. I'm also picturing like, so we just got a puppy for the audience. When we're like telling her no for when she's nipping at us, she makes this sound. It's kind of like another Lord of the Rings thing when they put that rope on Gollum and he's like, that's exactly what she sounds like when you're like, no. That's also what I'm picturing.
So good.
Turning the light on, telling it no, and it's just.
Oh my god.
This is how we keep ourselves from being scared. We just laugh our way through
Yeah.
stories.
You know, when I talk to people about the podcast, the only thing that comes up isn't like, man, it's so riveting. You guys like really are really into this ghost stuff. It's like, no, it's funny. And like, you guys are goofballs. Like, oh, okay. We definitely take life very seriously.
Yeah. I get the same thing though. The other day they were like, I listened to the newest episode and you guys just giggle all the time and it makes me giggle. Like, oh my god. Oh boy.
That's so funny.
Oh my gosh, okay. I have to honorable mention this one post. It got deleted and I was so excited about it, but the title is at least funny. Can ghosts please stop doing open house tours uninvited? And it was just somebody scolding a ghost about just opening doors, and I think they were like a realtor giving tours of this house, and the ghost was just like messing things up when they were giving tours. It was so funny.
That's amazing. Imagine being a realtor though.
Right?
Like you would see so many haunted houses.
Oh,
imagine trying to sell one of those fuckers.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Maybe that's my next calling in life. I'll be a haunted house realtor.
I would absolutely buy one and I would sit in the middle of the house and be like, do your worst. Make me believe.
Yeah.
And nothing would happen.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I was so skeptical today.
You were on fire.
Nothing is real.
Am I real? I don't know. Lime's just talking to herself. Okay, our actual next story is called Annoying Ghost Who Moves Boxes at 3 a.m. I'd be pretty annoyed. We did have an upstairs neighbor somewhere that sounded like they were just rearranging their room every night. Can you fucking not?
Yeah, that happens here. Like, every time I go to the upstairs area, like, the furniture is different, and it's always being changed at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, homie.
3 o'clock. Oh, no. That sucks. Okay. A few years ago in Montreal, I was staying in a 3-story apartment building. I had a neighbor directly beside my bedroom, and the neighbor upstairs had a bedroom right above me. I started to hear thumping and talking, what seemed like above me at 3 a.m. every night. I was pissed, but I'm too drowsy at that point to move, so I'd put some music in my headphones and sleep decently throughout the night. It started to get out of hand. I started to have trouble sleeping and was just generally annoyed that someone would be moving crap around at 3 a.m. every night. At times, I'd hear a man with a deep, raspy voice yell stuff like, ew! God knows who on the phone or something. I never heard another voice. Just ew in the middle of the night. I talked to the landlord.
I'm not even picturing like a grown ass man going ew. I'm picturing like
yeah.
Ew.
Yes, there.
Ew.
Ew. Oh my god.
Ew.
I talked to the landlord and he was really confused. He tells me that an old woman lives up there by herself. There's no man on that floor that would sound like that. Hey, old women can have friends over.
Or a deep voice.
A special friend or a deep voice or something.
Special friend?
Special friend? Grandma's gotta get it too.
I was taking a sip of water. You can't do that.
So sorry.
Grandma's gotta get it too.
Oh my god. Maybe grandma's into some weird shit and that's why the man's like, ew.
Okay, I can't. Grandma.
Okay. I see the woman for the first time in the building, and she looks absolutely disheveled, gaunt, and tired. She starts dragging herself up the stairs. I turn around and then turn back, and she's looking at me dead in the eyes with a wide, unblinking stare. It scared me, but I mostly felt bad for her and didn't think much of it at the time. Did she not say anything? She just stared at you? That's creepy.
She was a vampire.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All the old ladies are vampires.
Yeah. She needed to ride home. I talked to the guy beside my apartment who's a construction guy, and he tells me he's up at 4 a.m. And the guy who's making the noise is doing so between 3 a.m. and as late as 6 a.m. I rule him out, then talk to the people across from me. They are a young couple, and they are curious about it, but that's clearly not them. Their bedroom was too far away, and they didn't have a raspy old man voice. Next, I have to visit the old woman. I knock on her door, and she very slowly opens it. The apartment is pitch black from what I see. I ask her a few things in English, but she responds in French. Oh yeah, I forgot we're in Montreal. She runs in French. I'm almost certain she understood what I was saying, but she just stops talking and slowly closes the door.
Literally everyone in Montreal does that.
Really?
It's so annoying.
Oh my god. I talked to the landlord and he tells me a few things. One, she never turns any lights on in her apartment, ever. I start to notice that when I come home at night. Two, she has crosses all over her apartment and pictures of Jesus. He tells me she sleeps on the floor beside her bed because she wants Jesus to sleep on her bed. What?
What?
That's crazy. I'm sorry. What? Lady.
It's probably her, like, rolling around.
Yeah. What the hell? Okay. The
That's
landlord
weird.
says that there's no possible way a man lives in the room above me or stays there often. The room is being used as storage. I'm assuming it was a hoarding situation, but have no proof. The landlord is baffled, and so am I. Was it her son, husband, boyfriend, etc.? Was somebody actually doing some kind of work or moving that could only be done early in the morning? I'm sure the noise was right above me. You can't go months hearing the same crap over and over again and get a detail like that wrong. The noise was constant, and I was always thinking, what the heck could possibly justify all this moving around for? That's when I started to entertain the idea it was a spirit. Not an evil spirit, not an angel. It's just Jesus. Just a really annoying, neurotic...
It's just Jesus.
Annoying, neurotic, and weird dude who's just shuffling around making a racket. I also think this is why the old woman had all that religious stuff around. She was probably being tormented by the annoying spirit and needed protection. I couldn't stand it anymore. I couldn't figure out any of it, and I had exhausted all of my leads. I certainly wasn't going to press that old woman on anything. She looked rough and had been living there for 20-some years, so I moved. Oh.
Fair.
Yeah. The guy would always start around the witching hour. I'd wake up and look at the clock immediately because I'm superstitious and was always on time or close. I talked to everyone who could have been responsible for that sound, and every one of them were normal, lucid people who did not sound like the person or spirit. And I have a very strange neighbor who lives in the pitch black, surrounded by religious stuff, sleeping on the floor beside her bed. Or I'm certain I hear a strange man rummaging around the room, moving stuff at 3 a.m. This is every night for months. I don't believe in evil spirits, but I do believe this man was not settled in the afterlife. Dun, dun, dun.
I have a theory. If she was a hoarder...
Uh-huh.
Maybe someone has been lost in there.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's like a real human, and they're just lost.
Just trying to get out, and then she wakes up and just puts them back in their corner, and they have to find their way out of the maze again every night. Oh my
Back
god!
into the room you go.
What are you doing? It's not tea time yet. Man, that's a whole new meaning to make room for Jesus, though. Holy fuck.
Yeah, right?
What the hell? Why would you buy a bed and just sleep on the floor, dude? That's insane to me.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before, and I grew up in a very religious family.
Yeah. There's no way. I mean, just get a bed big enough and you sleep on one side and Jesus can have the other side. Like, why are you sleeping on the floor? Oh my god. Oh, wow. Yeah,
I want to be that kind of crazy when I'm old. Like, the kind of crazy that, like, has my landlord going, and she just hangs out in the dark and sleeps on her floor.
Yeah. Why does the landlord know that she sleeps on the floor, though? Like...
Oh, I'm sure he's been in there and, like, seen the mattress or something.
Yeah, but not while she's sleeping. That's weird. Maybe he does. Maybe it's him. Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, what if it's the landlord, like, going in there and being creepy at night?
Maybe he's like, I am Jesus. Thank you for the bed.
He doesn't have a bed. He's like, I'm just gonna sleep in there. Yeah, what did the landlord sound like? Is he a raspy old man? I need to know now.
Update, please.
Yeah, please. That's so weird. Yeah, I mean, it's probably just her rolling around on the floor, or like if she's a hoarder, it's her shit like falling in the middle of the night. There's just little things just plopping on the floor. Interesting. Yeah, I just can't get over her sleeping on the floor. That's all I took out
that's
of that.
weird.
Yeah. So people in Montreal they'll like pretend they don't understand you and speak in French. Is that the
all
thing?
the time?
Oh my
yeah,
God.
if you go up to like, say you're going to a Tim Hortons and you're like, hey, I would like a coffee. They'll sit there and they'll be like, and you'll be like, salut.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey.
Oh my God.
It's so annoying.
That is
it's so
really
annoying.
What the hell?
When I drive to Nova Scotia, I have to go through Montreal, and I refuse to stop.
Anyway, I don't blame you.
I don't speak a lick of French, and everybody's gonna be staring at me like I'm a douchebag, so I just keep going.
That's so annoying. All right, noted. Don't go to Montreal.
No, it's a nice place. Just bring like a translator with you.
Fair. All right.
So our next story is something a little different. It's actually going to be a series of 5 stories that were sent to us via our email, tealimepiepodcast@gmail.com, if you're interested. They're written by my mom.
Good old man.
So yeah, these stories are about from like when I was a baby. I'm like 6, I think. Yeah, little Lime. Literally none of them are about me though.
Oh, okay.
Because nothing has ever happened in my life. Because ghosts aren't real.
Okay, all right.
But these are all a collection of stories that happened in a house that I lived in when I was around 6 years old.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear them. I haven't read through any of them, so.
For reference, I have read through them, but that's because I had to go through and make sure my mom wasn't saying like really embarrassing shit.
Fair enough.
And I had to make a couple of adjustments. But like
this is censored by Lime herself, so I don't know how credible this is anymore.
It was like an apostrophe here. Take out my name there.
Lime took out all the good stuff just so they didn't sound real anymore.
If my mom's listening and there's anything that's wrong, say something so that people don't believe that I fucked with the stories. But there are a couple stories in here that like I can corroborate.
Okay. All right.
But we're gonna read one an episode. So it's gonna be like a series. There are 5 of them. Some of them are long, some of them are short. But I hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, says, hello, you two. I've had many paranormal experiences in my life, but for the sake of consistency, I'm going to keep these stories to one location. These encounters are very true, and I will do my best to recall everything in as much detail as I can. I was a single mom with 2 little girls. They were about 8 and 6. I will refer to them as the older one and the younger one.
Fair enough.
Yeah. The 3 of us were moving into a new home. It was a little home, but cute. The house was in a small, old subdivision, so all the houses were built really far apart. The subdivision was out in the middle of nowhere, at the end of nowhere. If you continued down the road, you would end up in a massive lake, or surrounded by miles of forest. So at night, it was very dark, no lights at all. Yeah, we didn't have street lights like anything.
Okay.
Our new little place only had 2 bedrooms, so the girls had to share a room. The move was a hard one, and it was really late when everybody was helping us finally left. I believe it was around midnight. I was exhausted and really had enough of the day and just wanted to pass out, but seriously thought about unpacking a few things. I had just thrown both of the kids' mattresses on the floor and made up their beds so they could just pass out. So there I was, sitting in a pile of boxes thinking, damn, I'm too tired to do all this. But there were a few things that I did have to put away so that I could find some things in the morning.
So relatable. That shit sucks. Oh my god. I at least need bowls and a cup in the morning, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she had to, like, go to work in the morning. There was one item that I had to put away, only because it always happened to be underfoot everywhere I put it, so definitely needed a permanent place. It was a huge rattan picnic basket. It was one of those that you could put just anything in. The stupid thing just seemed that it wouldn't go away. I ended up putting it downstairs on top of a shelf in a closet. And let me tell you, it was heavy. So this is not something that I would forget doing. Then it was off to bed. I didn't sleep very well that night and only ended up sleeping a few hours. When I did wake, I sat up, swung my feet off onto the floor, and what was there? The damn rattan picnic basket. I just sat there staring at it thinking, no way. There's no way this thing ended up here. Right beside the bed. Like, how? How would this happen? I know that the girls were passed out cold all night. Their bedroom was close, so I would have heard them get up. And if you remember, they had already gone to bed. They didn't know it was downstairs, and there was no way they could have even reached it, never mind carrying it up the stairs. I sat there forever trying to figure it out. I just ended up shrugging it off, picking it up, and downstairs it went one more time. To be honest, I don't believe I ever saw the thing again. So you be the judge on what happened. Footnote. We moved into this little house 1 month after both previous owners were found dead in the home. Both were elderly, died of old age, but this was their family home, and they lived in it for generations.
Ooh.
I did not know that
You
before
didn't know that
editing
part?
this.
Ooh.
No.
Creepy.
I can say that fucking picnic basket was the heaviest stupid piece of wicker I've ever held in my life.
Okay.
It was like the middle had like concrete in it. It was so heavy.
Oh my god.
It didn't actually, but that's what it felt
that's
like.
what it felt like, yeah.
Yeah, so to get to the basement, so our bedrooms were on the right side of the house, and all the way down, it was like a long house.
Okay.
All the way down on the left side, in the laundry room, down a set of stairs, and around a corner was the basement.
Okay.
Where she put this thing. So it's not like she just threw it off to the side and, you know,
right.
It was intentional. It was put away intentionally.
Right.
And then it was beside her bed when she woke up in the morning.
Weird.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to say my mom's crazy.
Right.
I'm gonna have such a hard time picking apart these stories because it's my mom.
Yeah, of course.
But she did say like 1,000 times that she was really tired and didn't want to do anything.
Fair, but yeah, like...
And it did disappear after that night.
Really? That's crazy.
Was never seen again.
Maybe the picnic basket was a haunted object and the old people were like, nope.
Or they wanted to go on an afterlife picnic.
Oh, yeah. They went on
Just
a
an
little...
old married couple.
Yeah.
Want to go on a picnic. picnic.
Little date into forever. Oh,
Yeah.
I like that idea. It's very cute.
Yeah, I had no idea before I read this, like, a couple weeks ago. The people before us fucking died a month ago. Yeah.
That's crazy. Both of them. That's wild.
Yeah. They were, I'm pretty sure my mom said they were found, like, together.
Oh my god.
Which is wild.
That is wild. That's always so crazy when that happens. I don't ever know how I feel about it.
Yeah, no, me neither, but...
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna choose to believe they just went into picnic land.
Yeah!
Like, that'll make me feel better.
Yeah. We lived in this house for a very long time, too, so that's why there are so many stories from it.
Right, yeah.
But, like, the entire time, I got nothing. This is probably, yeah, right? This is probably the tamest of all the stories. My mom wanted to start on, like, Ghost Light.
Okay.
They get creepy.
Okay. Yeah, even if she had been, like, super tired and didn't think she put it where she put it, like, I can't imagine forgetting you put, like, a big box kind of object next to your bed so that you would step on it when you got up in the morning. Like,
yeah, or like you can't really imagine going to the other end of the house in a small room down a flight of stairs.
Right, yeah, that too. So, I don't know. That's crazy. Ghosts be teleporting things.
Ghosts be ghosting.
Yeah, they be ghosting. Huh.
Right.
I liked it.
Yep.
That's a good start to this little house series. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
She had a lot of fun writing them. Like, two of them are really, really quite creepy.
That's so fun. Thanks for sending them in. I'm excited to hear the rest.
Thanks, Mama Lime.
Yeah.
If anybody else has any stories that they want us to read on our podcast, definitely send them in. You can find our email address in the description on our channel is tealimepiepodcast@gmail.com. You're welcome to send in anything and just let us know if you want it to remain anonymous or not.
Yeah.
Because that would be fun too.
For sure.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening to our little podcast, and we will see you next time. Good night.
Sleep tight.